Hello, everyone. Great to be with everyone here today. Happy Mother's Day, Peg.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you, too.
Thank you. And to all the other folks that are watching out there today, thank you so much for joining us. So I have Peg and Philip here with me today, and they have created a wonderful cocktail canape tutorial, which you will see in a few minutes, and you will learn a whole lot after you see this wonderful video. But first, we'd like to show you a video that was created from a time we spent over at Columbia Pike Artist Studios way back in February. So I'm wondering, Philip, if you like to tell everybody a little bit what your experience was like on that day in February. It's very much different at that time of year than now.
Yes, absolutely. So I remember that day being quite a rainy day. And I remember Kelsey and I heading into the studio for filming and just walking in and seeing all these vibrant colors of all the artist studios. And so it was a fun day. And I think something that you're going to see in this video is that we were very drawn to, as artists, to how we are inspired by our surroundings. One of the pictures had a woman in and there was a chair there in the studio, so we danced to the chair. It was very inspirational. The bright colors, the lines. So that's definitely what I remember. A little sunshine in Arlington.
Great. And Paula, you're so right about the sort of lead or featured image that we used. That Paula had entitled Afternoon Stroll, and it's kind of the centerpiece of her whole video. So let's just take a look at the video. This is artist Paula Lance. I'm going to take us all out of the stream, and then the video will be right here for you all to enjoy.
My approach, I like to paint wild, but I like to have a plan before I leap into it. You know, I was painting something else and I was almost finished with the other piece. And I thought, uh-oh, I need to start thinking about what might be interesting for the next painting. Most of my painting is figure abstracted. I said, I know, I'll put a person in a field. And so that's what you have. I think I named it Afternoon Stroll. And as you look at it toward the bottom half in the right, you see that it's sunset sort of thing. But I didn't want to write Sunset Stroll. That was a little, I could think of something. So you see the sun down, and you see the golden glow coming up and going behind her. And in there are fields, and she might be in some sort of garden or something. Anyway, she's kind of on a little path, and she's surrounded by the golden aura of the sunset. And she has paused, and the right arm is lifted, and she's looking out at us, at you as you observe her. You can interpret it as keep your distance, or, oh, do I know you? Or come in, welcome. So that's the juxtaposition. All my figures have some sort of grounding if one has time to stop and look. You can make up your own grounding in it. But anyway, I try to. I fell into collage years ago. After that, I've never thrown away a piece of paper. So I have all kinds of collage. And there is some order, not much, but some order to it. I have a sketchbook, and I just do a square and put the figure in. And then I start painting and collaging at the same time and just build them both up and see what happens. But the original plan is there.
Okay, yeah, I'm bringing everyone back in. All right. So anybody who is watching out there, if you have a comment, we're happy to respond to anything you may want to write, answer any questions, or just respond to your comments. So if you are watching and you'd like to comment, we'd love to hear from you. But in the meantime, I'll ask both Peg and Philip what they thought about that video.
I really enjoyed it. Did the text was after the movement? The movement was not at all done with the text. Is that correct?
Right. I had interviewed the artist before we went into the studio, and I knew she had talked about that particular painting. I had asked each one of the artists to narrow it down to just one painting. Some of them wanted to, oh, could I talk about two? And I was like, no, you can only talk about one. So, I mean, I knew about the woman with the hand and the Paula's preference for collage in advance. I think maybe some of those suggestions drove what I asked the dancers to do that day. Oh, we do have a comment. Yay. Oh, Katie. Katie. Yay, Katie. Thank you. Great dancing, Katie says, Philip and Kelsey. Thank you so much, Katie, for watching us and tuning in. Oh, Lisa here.
I can definitely comment on that one. That was I remember because we were admiring it from afar, and Paula was like, "No, just dance with it. It's totally okay." And like I just remember Kelsey and I having our like hearts stop whenever we were dancing with it, and then at some point Kelsey got brave, so I had to get brave, and we're holding two pieces of art at the same time. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I think it just opens up more ideas or possibilities or textures that we got to dance with. But it's very different having the art in your hands instead of just looking at it and trying to respond. Very different.
Right, because it's yeah, a lot to juggle, and Paula was very kind to let us touch all those things and move everything around, and so that was a fun part of doing that. Okay, well, thanks everybody for your feedback on that video, and there will be, when we have our cocktail tutorials next weekend I think next weekend we're doing Friday at 5:30 and Sunday again at 4. There'll be two more artists profiled, a different one each of those days. So that kind of moves us into our next area, which is the actual cocktail tutorial and Canape tutorial we have for today. So let's hear from Peg and Philip about what you're about to see. Any comments from the two of you?
Well, I have not done any entertaining cooking in, well, a whole year. So it was very hard to decide what to do. In fact, I've done very little cooking, just sort of, what am I going to eat tonight? Okay, I'll make this. But then to have to decide to make something presentable was like, oh no, what am I going to make?
Right.
That was the hard part.
And Philip, tell us about that drink idea.
Well, actually, Peg sent me what she was gonna. She sent me that she was gonna make this hot spinach dip, and I assumed hot as in spicy. So I thought I would balance it with something that was cooling and refreshing. So I thought she was gonna do something super spicy and with lots of peppers and something. So I wanted to balance that with something that is of green, but like a mojito, something sparkling and very summery. But I didn't realize that she meant hot as in, warm. So I think this ours pair very differently in a way that I was not expecting them to pair in a way. But it was fun. It was great.
Yes, I agree. You both did a fantastic job, and
It was a little spicy.
yes, and these, for everybody who's watching, the whole idea of this is to get you all inspired for what kind of drinks and things to eat you can make when you come to our broadcast event on May 22nd. So these are terrific ideas. So I am going to take us out of the stream, and then we want to hear back from you after this is over. But just get yourself ready for a nice treat.
I am so excited to bring you yet another fun cocktail recipe. As we count down to our live from the parking lot, it's JFD. We just wanted to brighten the mood and get you guys super excited for what is to be a fun and festive evening. And what is more fun than a summer drink? So let's get started making a mojito today, but with a twist. You're gonna need a white rum of your choice, a lime-flavored soda water, a simple syrup, brand doesn't matter, some limes, mint, and I'm using two varieties here. I have a sweet mint for a little sweetness, and then I have regular peppermint, and our surprise ingredient, a cucumber. We're actually going to start with our surprise ingredient, the cucumber. And you're going to start by peeling the cucumber, but we're going to save one slice as a garnish later. I'm going to take my food processor and I'm going to take the rest of the cucumber, or half of it if it's a large one, and place it into our food processor. I'm going to then take my mint leaves and place a couple sprigs, without the stem of course. I really do love the smell of mint. To our green puree, we're going to add our liquid ingredients. We're going to add a splash of simple syrup and 3 ounces of our white rum. We're also going to add our limes here. I add approximately 2 whole limes to this mixture. We're then going to take our garnish from earlier and line our glass with our cucumber. After I toss in some ice, I am going to take our puree mixture and strain all the liquids into our glass. What I really love about pureeing all my ingredients and then straining it into my drink is that 1, I get that full mint flavor, and 2, I don't have to worry about choking on mint or pieces of cucumber as I drink my mojito. Once I finished with that, I'm going to top off my mojito with some sparkling water. Don't you just love the sound of that fizz? How refreshing is that sound? There you have it, folks. Here's your cucumber mojito. Let's take a trip over to Peg's place, and she'll share one of her recipes for a hot spinach dip that's vegan.
Hi, my name is Peg Schaefer, and I'm a dancer with Jane Franklin's 40 Plus group. Today I'm going to put together a spinach artichoke dip. I'm going to make it a vegan dish by using tofu instead of sour cream, I guess. I don't know what the other dairy product would be. The recipe also calls for cracked red pepper, black pepper, garlic, and I'm going to cheat and use the chopped up garlic from this jar, lemon juice, a red onion, nutritional yeast, and a bit of olive oil. Also a jar of artichoke hearts. I'm chopping the red onion. I think that's good. I'm splashing in some olive oil in my skillet. That I don't measure to, but it calls for 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put the tofu, nutritional yeast, the red pepper, the lemon juice in the Cuisinart. I'm going to add the creamy tofu mixture to the sauteed spinach. I put the spinach and cream mixture in the bowl, and I'm garnishing it with watermelon radish and parsley. And that is it. I have some bread on the side for dipping.
Wow, that spinach dip looks really good. I definitely need to try that recipe. Well, I hope you all enjoyed my cocktail tutorial and Peg's great spinach dip recipe, and hope to see you at Live from a Parking Lot. It's JFD. Both Peg and I will be dancing, and we are so excited to be performing together in the same program. If you haven't already gotten your tickets, make sure you log on to JaneFranklin.com and get your tickets. See you there.
Okay. All right. That was great. That was just great. I love that. And I also loved, Philip, the fact that you had 3 ounces of rum in your drink. So,
And just a little bit of soda.
right.
So, background story, in the original version, I like poured a little bit and then I commented how we were just gonna make it a little bit stronger. but I edited that out. And that was my fourth take adding soda. So that really was the last time that I couldn't add any more soda by that point.
Yes, the sort of the details about really creating a cooking video or sort of more than meets the eye.
Yes, yes. I promise there's more soda than a splash. Or I mean, however people want to make it.
Right. And how was it for you, Peg, putting it together, your video, you part of the video?
It was a challenge. Just the technical, I don't know, just the technical part of it. Yeah, but it was fun. Once I got into it, it was fun.
Yeah, this was very, very well done professional cooking video you guys made. It's really great. I don't know if anybody out there has any comments, but if you do have any comments or questions, I definitely would run them by Peg and Philip here and see if we can answer those questions. Anyway, I'm waiting for any other comments that you may have. This is our, I think you probably saw that a couple of times. That's our banner. And also, the other thing I'm really excited about is that this year we have our online auction is actually an auction where you can place a bid. It'll open on May 12th. At that point, you can bid on an item, and then over the coming days up until May 23rd, somebody else may outbid you or the bid may stay the same. But I think it'll be kind of fun because especially after last year when we really did more like a sale, an online sale rather than an auction, it'll give our audience a chance to really participate. And also that night we will be our live broadcasts will be supported by the new technical equipment that Arlington County has received for live stream broadcasts. So we're really excited to have a really high quality show for you. And I just have a comment that came in. All right, Elisa, thank you. They both look beautiful indeed. And the green really matched up really well too, I thought. All right. Philip, were you about to say
Oh,
something?
I was about to say cooking is like an art too. It also has to look good.
Exactly. I mean, tasting good is a bonus, but really, really, when you're working with a visual medium such as video, it still has to look good. And I think you totally accomplished that with your spiraling cucumber around the glass. Very good. Very good. All right. So, the only other thing I can throw out to mention is I have a short series of an adult class I teach on Tuesdays. That's starting up this next Tuesday. It's just 6 Tuesdays in a row until we get into our summer camps, which you saw the announcement about that earlier. So drop on by. You can take a single class or sign up for the series. Still online, the Arlington County building where we conduct our rehearsals and classes is still closed, but hopefully it'll be opening sometime within the next couple of months and we will be back in the facility again. Fingers crossed. So, yes. So, any other closing words from Peg or Philip?
No, thanks, Philip, for being so patient with me.
No, it was great. It was great. All the food looks so good. Well, we hope to see friends and family at our show on the 22nd.
Right, and drop in next weekend, I think on, let me see. Oh, I have that piece of paper hidden. I think on Friday it's Brenna and Susanna. I don't know what the recipes they'll be coming up with, but bound to be good. And then on Sunday, I think it's Kelsey and Claudia. So look forward to those. And you will just be so well informed about your whole cocktail and Canape life. You will have much to do, much cooking to complete. Okay, well, everybody, great. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have friends who would like to see the show but were not able to make it today, you can easily share this either from YouTube or from Facebook Live. So I'm going to just take us out with one last little bumper, and thank you so much, and we'll see you next Friday on our next show.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if this works. I'll try and put it on top of us.